Hey, welcome water signs. It's Robin here. Thank you for joining me on my channel, Celtic Fox Fortunes. I'm doing October readings for Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio, and you'll all get your own reading. You just have to go into the description and look for either the chapters or the link beside your zodiac sign. Click on that and you'll zip right to your reading. Okay, so I'm using the Witch's Tarot. This is an amazing deck, very intuitive. So I'm going to start with Cancer, then I'm going to move on to Pisces, and then Scorpio. Of course, you're welcome to watch all three if you're inclined to. So I hope you guys enjoy your reading, and I'll be back in a jiffy with Cancer. Okay, bye. All right, Cancer, let's just roll right into your reading, okay? I'm just going to shuffle this deck a couple more times. Just a couple things to be on lookout for is angel numbers as they cross through the timer as you're watching the reading, as well as any spirit animals that might show up in the cards. These are going to have individual meanings for all of you, so remember to leave your zodiac sign in the comments so I know which reading you watched and which sign you are. And let's get going here with your reading, okay? So I see with the Temperance card that you guys could be a little bit fulfilled just by helping out other people. And I find that is, and you could let me know in the comments too, if this is something that you find is very beneficial to you, is to help out other people. You can see that Temperance is pouring into another cup. So I feel like this is where a little bit of your self-worth is coming into effect. And I think that's like super beautiful for you. And you could be even focusing on a career change or just deciding on a career path, depending on what phase of your life that you're in. So maybe it'd be something where you'd be taking care of other people, whatever that looks like to you, like just being in service to other people, okay? And that could just be really, really, really soothing for you. But one thing I am getting from my guides is that just be careful not to give too much of yourself away and not to absorb the energy from other people, which can happen when you are in service, okay? So that could be nursing, it could be working in a restaurant, it could be singing, it just whatever it is that drives you to uplift other people. I see that really becoming a great big part of your life in October, okay? So, and there could be just, this is maybe coming as the aftershock of some huge horrifying incident that happened with the Tower card, and maybe you're just rethinking everything, okay? So the Tower in reverse, this is kind of a, I want to call it a recovery phase, and maybe some of you are recovering from some sort of illness or an addiction, and it's pivoting your life in all kinds of directions, okay? So I think that's going to be like very cathartic for you. So if you did have something happen to you, you know, a car wreck or, you know, something happened, again, I'm getting a really strong sense of addiction, okay? Just maybe where you were recovering, you saw caregivers in a whole new light, okay? So I see that happening. And just know that if you're still kind of getting over something, healing is possible for you. Just don't give up, okay? It can be very very challenging to live with pain of any kind. So just be gentle with yourself and take one day at a time. It's not just a trite saying, okay? It's really important not to push yourself too hard, because I see that your strength with the card in reverse, this is the Strength card here, really beautiful with the lion. Your strength is not 100% there right now for some of you, okay? So whatever doesn't resonate for you in the cards, just let it go to another Cancer sign and just pick up on what resonates for you, okay? So I feel like you're just in a rebuilding phase and re-evaluating where you want to be in your life. And I think that's also a very beautiful thing for you as well, because you're realizing that you do have options. I feel like for some of you, the position that you're in right now, whether it's where you're living or maybe even like where you're working or who you're dating, was because I feel like somebody, angel number 444 just went by, somebody maybe pushed you into that position. And with the Queen of Cups in reverse, you just, for some reason, you allowed yourself to get pushed, and it's time for that to stop, okay? It's time for you to push back, start speaking up. I really think it's going to be important for you, Cancer, to focus on opening up your throat chakra. And this can be done through meditation, Reiki healing, yoga, HZ frequencies, okay? And just maybe if you're really shy to speak up in your own defense and you have to have conversations with people, there's nothing wrong with writing cue cards or writing notes before you go speak to somebody, so that you don't like get paralyzed in fear and not able to open up your throat chakra and end a conversation. Okay, so I do have the 10 of Swords here. So I feel like if you don't start speaking up for yourself, you're going to prolong a very uncomfortable situation. Angel number 555 just went by. So the 10 of Swords is saying, okay, whatever it was that you were stressed out and worried about is almost to an end, but it could continue to drag on and on and on. Okay, so with the 3 of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing somebody in your friend group that you think that you can rely on. I feel like there's somebody super two-faced, really, really close to you. It's probably another water sign. That's going to be your sign, Cancer or Pisces or Scorpio. I'm getting a really strong Scorpio vibe, okay, because Pisces are generally not like that, but Scorpio can be a little bit backstabby, okay? So yeah, I think you feel like this person might be sticking up for you in rooms that you're not in, but they're not. They're not, okay? And they could be even just gossiping about you and causing other people to look at you in a certain type of way. So please be careful who you're confiding in, okay? Definitely. And you might even have to remove that person from your life. And I feel like you're going to be able to identify this person with the 5 of Pentacles, because I feel like they're always borrowing something from you, okay? They could be borrowing money. They could be borrowing your time and never giving it back. They could be borrowing your hair dryer or your clothing or your car. This person here with this 5 of Pentacles, and you can see that it's a wasteland, I feel like that is what is behind their appearance, okay? They might be this really, really stunning person to look at, but underneath the facade, I think they're just trying to get their hooks into you, so you can back that person off once you identify them. And Black Obsidian can help you do that. Or you know what? Start saging or lighting an incense when this person is over at your place or you're around them, if you suspect this person already, and see who needs to leave right away. They're like, oh, I can't handle the smell of that incense, or you know, that sage is disgusting. Okay, yeah, you've just outed yourself, okay, that person. So you're also being guided to really just take it easy with the 2 of Pentacles in reverse in October, okay? So you've got a lot to get through, and you know, just in recovery mode, getting rid of people that are not in your life just to be like friends and share experiences. They're in your life to just take as much as they can, okay? So we do have the 7 of Swords here, and this guy is totally out for himself and he's happy about it. This person, you can't even talk to them about anything. So please just really assess whether or not that you want to have a sit down with them, because they're going to go, okay, whatever, in one ear, out the other, and it's not going to make any difference. Even if you catch them outright, they're probably just going to lie about it. So you're going to have a really busy month, but you're also meant to take it easy. Take care of yourself first. Remember that sometimes keeping your circle small is the most beneficial thing that you can do for yourself. And you know, you're just going to be made aware of somebody that has no place in your life because all they want is your assets, okay? All right, guys. Gonna leave you with that with much love. Take care. Bye. Hey, how's it going, Pisces? I'm so glad that you tuned in for your reading. Again, I'm using the Witch's Tarot. This is for the month of October, or whenever you were guided to watch the reading, okay? And this is for Pisces in Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And if you're really not feeling this reading, I always recommend check out your moon sign, because that might be the reading that you need to hear. And if you're not sure what your moon sign is, there's all kinds of chart calculators online. My favorite one to use is called Cafe Astrology. Okay, so anyway, let's get going with your reading here. Oh, jeez. Okay, I see that unfortunately with the Lovers card in reverse, there could be a little bit of a breakup between you and either a really close friend, or maybe there's somebody that you're interested in dating and they just don't see you that way, or you could be in a relationship that is coming to an end right now. Okay, so I'll pull another card. Oh, geez. Okay, so I think it's going to be a little bit of a rough one for you emotionally with the Strength card in reverse, but you know, the universe, and I know it's not always easy to hear when you're on the verge of breaking up with somebody, but you know, the universe has been probably trying to take somebody out of your life, you know, because they don't belong there, and because there's somebody better available for you that would suit your needs as a friend, or you know, a lover or something like that. Okay, so I would really be prepared for that in some type of way. Okay, so I mean, that's not, unfortunately, not the best news, and it's going to be very difficult. Breaking up with somebody sucks, you know, because you might have to go back on the dating scene or whatever, but just know that the universe is able to see further down the road than you, and there's something better for you, but I just don't think you're going to be able to see it very clearly with the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so the universe has somebody coming in here, and I do believe that it is going to be a fire sign that is going to be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, and they're coming in, and they could be coming in over water. Okay, so they could be just moving to the same country that you're in. They could be somebody that really enjoys water sports. Okay, and they could even have water as their moon sign. Okay, so just understand that nothing is going to be removed, and you need that space to be able to have a place for that other person to come in. So, I mean, it's just going to be tough. Okay, so let's move on from that a little bit and see what else is going on for you. I'm being asked, I can hear a question from one of you. Oh, I just wanted to remind you guys to put your zodiac sign in the comments so I know which reading that you watched. Okay, so I mean, we do have the 10 of Cups, so you could start off October and it looks like really crappy or whatever, but the 10 of Cups, especially when I was getting that question about money, somebody was asking about money and I could hear it quite plainly. It's going to end up like really, really, really joyful with the 10 of Cups, you know, with the rainbow there, I'm really getting the sense that this is going to be that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and you're going to be able to take care of a bunch of people here. Okay, you can see kids in the background. Maybe you've been putting off children because you need to go, you know, maybe you need to have a procedure, or maybe you just didn't feel like you were able to afford anything, like taking care of kids because it's super expensive, or maybe this is one of your children that just doesn't feel like they have enough money to raise a child, and you're going to come into enough money to help them, you know, and maybe even provide a future. So it just looks really, really good after you get over that. I got the words a bit of a heartbreak, but I don't think it's going to be a bit of a heartbreak, okay? But just try and keep your chin up a little bit, and that fire sign is going to come in and just treat you in such a different way and make you feel like the love of their life, because you will be. So, and then the money will come in after that. So it does look really good, you know, just a little bit of a hiccup. And it's probably something that you're already feeling anyway, you know, probably thinking, you know, why am I with this person? I don't really trust them. You know, your options are going to be wide open after you. How fun is it to be in a relationship? Angel number 444 just went by with somebody, and you're like, they snore too loud, you know, or they're just really getting on your last nerve. So your options are going to open up in a ton of different ways here. And you are seeing things like, look at all these options that are being presented. Okay, there's that rainbow again. I'll let you guys just pick out whatever cup that you're drawn to. You can see that there's something in each cup, and then possibly just write that down and go look up whatever the meaning is of seeing. Let's see, there's a cat up here, there's a castle up here, there's a butterfly up here. It's very important to pay attention to signs like that when you're seeing them in the tarot cards, because there's almost like subliminal messages coming in, because sometimes the guides, that's all they can use is, you know, giving you angel numbers that I was calling out, like that one angel number 444, or showing you a different kind of, like maybe a sigil, or like I was saying, the cat that's in there, or the rainbow. Okay, it's not just something to ooh and ah over. It is something that is a sign from the universe, and you're meant to interpret them. So there's all kinds of, and this is really beautiful too. Okay, so there's all kinds of signs coming from the universe. I don't think I finished that sentence off. And you're meant to interpret them. So if you do get that ooh la la, you know, remember you're getting an ooh la la for a reason, and then jot that down or immediately go and research that. Okay. And here we are going back to what I was seeing before with the 10 of Cups and the family increasing. Okay. And just being blessed. And this is very, very almost strange the way that there's, does it look like there's two sons here for you? Like not you know, not your child as being a son, but two sons. Okay. So I feel like, and you can write this down if you want, Archangel Metatron is going to be very, very helpful to you this upcoming month. Okay. Archangel Metatron is, he's the angel of the central sun, the great central sun. Okay, so you're going to be supported like that. And I feel like you guys are getting a new guide coming in. Do you ever feel like there's somebody right beside you? This is who it is. Okay, it's going to be this guide, and it is going to be somebody in this age range. Okay, so and I feel like they were somebody that was in power at a young age in a different era. Okay, so I feel like it was somebody that was, you know how you ever watch these old movies where there's like courts and stuff like that, and say whoever king so-and-so passed away, so they put in the child of that king, they put them on the throne already, but there was also all kinds of illnesses and stuff like that. So I don't feel like this reign lasted very long. And this is kind of difficult to talk about. So I feel like this child, they didn't live very long, but they were also coronated. Okay. And they're coming back to be your guide in this life. So I think that's going to be a huge blessing for you as well. And it might be really uncomfortable, but you know, people, they sign their soul contract, they come down here on earth, and they already know their departure date. Okay. It's like you have your ticket, you come in on one flight, and then you leave on another that you already chose. Okay. So we do have the Ace of Cups here. So there's also Archangel Gabriel present in your life, as well as Archangel Metatron. This is going to be a powerful month for you. Okay, and lots of emotion overflowing. I think you're going to be really able to support other people with a huge financial blessing, as well as all these guides coming in for you. This one that came in from probably, I'm getting like an Edwardian era or Victorian era. Angel number 1919 just went by as well. You've got Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron. It's like whatever it is that you might be going through that makes you sad at the beginning of the month, you can call on them for help so that you can just push through. Okay, that you can attain really, really great heights on the back of a heartbreak. Okay, so that was a lot of information for you, Pisces. So I'm going to let you go with much love. Bye. Hey, what's up, Scorpio? Thanks for tuning in. Robin here, yada, yada, yada. I'm going to move on with your reading here using the Witch's Tarot. Okay, I got a question from my spirit guides to ask you guys. Let me know in the comments, as well as putting your zodiac sign so I know which reading you watched. How many of you have tattoos on your body representing your zodiac sign? I'd be really, really interested to know that. I have a couple, as well as, and I feel like somebody needs to hear this. I looked up my Celtic zodiac sign, and it is a Celtic fox, so I had that tattooed on my body as well. Okay, so enough about me. Let's push through with your reading here. Okay, so this is really strange. I've got the Hanged Man in reverse. Okay, so when it comes in this way, it's like you're meant to change your perspective, but I'm getting the card this way, and the first words that I heard from my spirit guides is like, you're about to get stood up. Okay, you're about to get stood up. Somebody is going to stand you up, and you're probably going to be out, you know, maybe meeting somebody at a restaurant. It could be a blind date. It could be a friend. You're just going to get ditched. Okay, it's probably not going to be a whole lot of fun, but knowing this, like, maybe don't leave your cell phone at home, you know, and maybe take a book or a magazine. And angel number 2121 just went by, just so that you can just move on and not feel, you know, it's kind of vulnerable sitting by yourself and a table for two, couple place settings, and then people watch, right? So if you're mortified by being stood up, have a backup plan. Just like, don't care if somebody stands you up, because I don't think they're going to do this on purpose. Like, oh, I can't stand that person. You know, I don't know why I offered to meet this Scorpio in the first place. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be due to a set of circumstances. They could get a flat tire. Okay, so make sure that you don't silence your phone when you're out there. And just have a backup plan. Either you're going to leave if they're not there within a reasonable amount of time, or you're just going to flip through your book and have dinner, or whatever it is. Okay, so I definitely feel like this is going to be a angel number 2222 just went by, a fire sign, which is an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. Okay, so they have their best intentions, they're setting out, and then they're meeting this type of gap that they can't make it. Okay, so that's enough about that. Have you ever been stood up before? Just let me know in the comments. I have. It was zero fun. So let's pull a couple more cards here. I'm getting what about love? Okay, so I am seeing that there is a huge potential for you guys to come into like this era of like squishy type of love and romance, you know. So if you're in a not so thrilling relationship, you know, it's time to add a little bit of spice back into your life, and that can be with like whatever wardrobe that you need to just go out and buy or rent or whatever, or, you know, just use your imagination and use the internet. You know, how can I kick my relationship up a notch? And if you're single right now, I do see you meeting somebody. Okay, I've got the Tower in reverse here. So it's like this is going to be somebody that just kind of went through a rough time, but they should be okay. You know, if you meet somebody and they're just in the middle of their tower time, you probably don't want to launch into something like super permanent with them, because you want somebody that is a little bit healed, and they're not going to like drag you down to their level of whatever they're going through. So they should be okay, even if they went through quite a bit. And it looks like they did. So, and it looks like they also learned quite a bit from it as well, and not as prone to doing maybe stupid stuff that got them into a lot of trouble, you know, just whatever it was. So just have an open mind if you meet somebody and they've got maybe a little bit of a checkered past or whatever. Like, don't judge them, because I'm sure that you're no angel either, Scorpio. So like, let's not cast stones. You know what they say about people that live in glass houses, they shouldn't throw stones. Okay, so we do have the Wheel of the Year. It looks like there's big changes coming in for you guys here too. But with the Knight of Wands in reverse, you might not be listening to the angel messages that you're getting or from your higher self. So the Knight of Wands wants you to slow down and maybe take 5 to 10 minutes a day to meditate or just sit in silence, you know, and or maybe try automatic writing if you've never done that. It's really super cool. You could just take a pen and a piece of paper and write at the top, what does my team in spirit want me to know today or this week or this month? And then just start writing, and something will take over you and you'll get messages loud and clear, because there's opportunities that you might just be fobbing off a little bit. You know, we get these impulses and you're like, well, I don't really feel like doing that right now. But, you know, sometimes all there is now. So just get up and go do something. And if you have habits that are distracting you, it's time to stop that as well, okay? And the Eight of Swords, there is going to be a lifting of whatever is worrying you right now, whatever your biggest stress is. And I see for some of you, it could be related to your dress size or your waist size, okay? So either you're going to just be developing the confidence to carry yourself the way you are without worrying about what other people think and not picking on yourself anymore, which a lot of people do, or you're going to start adjusting into a healthier lifestyle. So, and that's just an example, okay? If you're worried about finance, you're going to stop whatever it is that's putting you in a financial bind and find resources, which is so important to, which is why it's so important to listen to the universe, okay? Because there's a dissolution of whatever it is that is causing you sleepless nights, biting your fingernails, whatever it is, overeating. It's time to stop all of that. And this is the time to be able to do that and change your life permanently. You could also look forward to, with the Six of Cups, there's somebody coming back into your life that meant a whole lot to you when you were in your childhood ages. I would say anywhere from between, this looks like a 2-year-old to maybe 5 years old, somebody that was really super important to you. They're going to be coming back to you. And if that person you feel like is on the other side of the veil, don't worry, they're coming back to visit you, okay? So just be a little bit prepared. You might hear a voice, or you might smell a cologne, or, you know, their favorite food or whatever it is. And with the King of Cups, I would say that this person has quite a bit of knowledge to share with you. I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Hold on for a second, you guys. Okay, and specifically for some of you with the Eight of Pentacles, there is going to be an opportunity if you're the type of person that has been writing a screenplay or a novel, short stories, or you've just been posting on social media trying to gain a big following. There is an opportunity with the Eight of Pentacles for you guys to like really skyrocket, to sell your book, to sell your screenplay, to develop a huge following, and to actually earn a real living from that, okay? I know I said I was just going to pull one more card, but we do have the High Priest here. So it's time to put your life into balance, Scorpio, and start listening to your spirit guides the way that the High Priest is pointing upwards, okay? Get your life in balance. It's like the keys to your super fun best life ever are available to you. It's going to be up to you to take advantage of all of this. Maybe put down your distractions. It doesn't mean that you have to go like straight edge with no caffeine or any other stimulant or whatever. Just moderate it a little and you will be rewarded, okay? So that's what I'm getting for you for the month of October. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and take care. Bye.